is all about mysteries and facts. So, our first video is gonna be on Bermuda Triangle. That is the most mysterious story that is liked by everyone. We all know that many ships and flights have disappeared here. But what if I say that a person faced all this misery and has managed to come out of it? Everyone knows about Bermuda Triangle, but for those who doesn't know, here is a small intro for them. Bermuda Triangle is joined by three places: Florida, Bermuda Island and Puerto Rico. These places are connected in the form of triangle and hence the name. Now let's see what all struggles he had to go through there. To know all this, do watch the full video. This incident happened around December 4, 1970. The flight was ready to take off from Andros to Florida. A pilot named Bruce Jernon was in charge. He was not the only person who traveled in the plane. There were two more passengers. The flight had to cross Bermuda Triangle to reach Florida. But astonishingly, the pilot had no fear in crossing Bermuda Triangle. He had to cross Bermuda Triangle many times in the past. But this time, what he experienced was totally unusual. But he was still unaware of the impending danger. Now, the flight takes off. At the time, he had an inner voice of danger and negative intuition. The flight was at an altitude of 10,000 feet and he noticed something strange. He saw an unusual cloud which he had never seen in his past journey. Still, he decided to cross the cloud. As they got closer and closer to the cloud got bigger and bigger in size. He got panicked, but he still had hope. So he passed along the cloud. He boosted all his confidence and crossed the cloud. He felt relieved and thought it wasn't that hard. Now, the flight was at an altitude of 11,500 feet. He saw another mysterious cloud. This cloud was twice the size of the previous cloud. He got terrified, but he had no other go to turn back, so he continued to cross the cloud. He once again boosted all of his confidence, but he didn't know this travel would be long and horrifying. He got into the cloud and realized the environment was abnormal. The environment in the cloud was similar to the appearance of cave. It was so dark. Even the UV rays of the sun can't penetrate. The passengers thought that it's a storm cloud, but deep down, Bruce knew it was not. Because he knew that storm cloud would always have thunder, lightning and rain. Suddenly, he saw a massive flash. The passengers thought it was just the lightning, but the pilot knew it was not. Because lightning strikes from one cloud, but this lightning struck from all the clouds at the same time. This happened not only once, but he experienced this flash many times, which was like it will take down the clouds. The pilot thought he can't continue with this speed. He needed to increase the speed. Even though he drove with his full speed, he wasn't able to cross the cloud for 30 minutes. So, Bruce started losing his confidence. At that time, something unnatural happens. The clouds formed into symmetrical shapes, which was totally weird. The radius was about 1 mile. The length of the clouds was endless. After seeing all this, the pilot lost his total confidence. All he knew was he got stuck into a trap. According to him, he was beaten into a bush. He thought he couldn't escape, and this is the last moment of his life. He started counting his final moments, and his inner voice went down, down and down. At that time, a tunnel started weighing through After seeing the sun ray, he got courage to get through the trap. He directed the aircraft towards the tunnel. There comes a twist. Aircraft got collapsed and the navigation system fails. The compass, all the electronic system got malfunctioned. Now, without controlling, the aircraft collapsed in its way. He knew that if he didn't do anything for controlling, then everything will be no longer in his hands. He tried everything to get aircraft in his control and directed aircraft towards the tunnel. Again, the fate plays the role. As he goes towards the tunnel, the size gets smaller and smaller. He knew he had to increase the speed in order to escape from the tunnel. Now he had to take a quick decision. So he set a time limit of just 20 seconds to escape from the trap. He started directing the aircraft with full speed towards the tunnel. At last, he's in his last 5 seconds. Now the size of the tunnel is so small that only an aircraft can travel. Now, Bruce and the crew came out from their misery. After getting out from the tunnel, they felt relieved. They realized that the environment was clear again. They managed to escape there as the flying zone was not safe. But happily, now all the electronic devices, compasses started working. Bruce took the communication radio and contacted the ground control. He asked for the location of the aircraft. The ground control checked the radar. They all were shocked because according to the radar, there was no aircraft seen, but there was communication alone. Now, the ground control got suspicious and inquired the pilot if really he was flying. The pilot replied, yes. The ground control asked him to wait and said they will double check and let him know. Passengers in the flight were shocked to hear this. They thought they got into a mystical world of Bermuda Triangle. Now, the pilot was able to see the buildings of the city. They informed about this to the ground control. And the ground control replied, sorry, it was our mistake. You have reached Florida and now you can land. The pilot was shocked and landed the aircraft. But the pilot can't come out of the shock because normally it takes 90 minutes, but they have reached within 47 minutes only. But now you may think he flew rapidly so he reached in advance. But a big mystery is hidden in this. That is, the distance covered between Andros and Florida is 400 kilometers. An aircraft can cover a distance of 290 kilometers in 1 hour. This made him wonder how, and he rushed to the fuel tank and was shocked because still he had half of the fuel in the tank. But normally after reaching Florida, maximum amount of fuel will be consumed. He was thinking about this miracle for months. He inquired about this to many scientists and still it was a mystery. Thereafter, he created a theory named electronic fog with white flashes, which means because of electromagnetic field, a layer will be formed on top of the sea, which produces grace clouds, which attracts all the ships and aircrafts towards it. This causes malfunction in devices, and if there is luck, an aircraft or ship may escape from it. We have come to the end of the video. If you like this video, like, comment, share and subscribe to our channel. As this is our first video, keep supporting us guys for more and more videos. Thank you, bye bye and wait until our next video.